coming up today on Studio 13 Live. The Day In, Day Out Music Festival is returning to Seattle this weekend with artists like Willow and Bon Iver. We're chatting with the Vera Project youth program that's helping with the production.
Then we're getting a look at the Belltown Art Walk happening this weekend. We'll chat with the artist behind these murals, and we'll learn to paint murals ourselves.
Then we're giving you a look at one of the vendors at the Taste Edmonds event. Browned and Toasted is sharing some of their delicious marshmallow treats.
And we're learning to make some Shaka Spam Masubi with Shaka Snacks. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey there! Happy Friday, friends! We made it! I'm Henderson.
And I'm Mireya Garcia. We're talking about Friday energy, Friday chaos.
Yeah.
Whatever we bring. It's actually something that we really like to talk about here is the value of self-talk, affirmations. So, Carly, I need to hear, what is your win for the week?
Ooh, my win for the week. Okay, yesterday I was really brave.
Okay.
I woke up and I was jumping in the shower and there was a giant spider. I'm not kidding. This spider was probably this big. It was like the size of I would say 2/3 the size of a tarantula.
Ooh.
Didn't want to wake up my boyfriend because we're up in the early morning hours to handle it. So I just womaned up. I got a yogurt container. I put it on top of the spider, slid a little piece of paper underneath, and I carried it out and flung it into the world.
So brave.
So brave.
Truly. The fact that you didn't just scream. I would be very surprised.
There's behind the scenes evidence on my Instagram if you want to check it out. It was a large spider. What was your win for the week?
So my win is that my son's school was closed for the week for a summer break, his daycare, and so I did a lot of extra parenting, which, as you know, is a little bit challenging sometimes when you have to do like way more than you expected. But I had the opportunity to really enjoy the extra time with him. I prioritized my sleep so that I could be like really energetic for him. We went to the park a lot. I felt really good about that.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good things all across the spectrum.
Yeah, high five yourself.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody. So this is really fun. It is officially King Felix weekend, okay? Felix Hernandez is set to be inducted into the Mariners Hall of Fame tomorrow night. So there's a game already sold out. The induction is part of a weekend-long celebration that includes post-game fireworks. We love a firework, and some bobbleheads being given away. King Felix has become the 11th member of the Mariners Hall of Fame once he's inducted. And the field is all set for the King. Look at this. This is what the Mariners posted on Twitter. Big OK in the middle of the field. They also changed their social media avatar, and it's super cute, isn't it?
That's amazing. I love that.
I know. And a king. What a nickname, huh?
Yeah, something to aspire to.
Absolutely. And this is the thing that it's so unbelievable to me. Youngest player to join the Mariners Hall of Fame at just 36.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. How about this, too? Hernandez signed with Seattle at age 14 out of Venezuela.
A baby.
14. I wasn't making life decisions like that at age 14. Most people probably not. Most people are just hanging out with their friends and figuring out what to do after school. Incredible. He made his Mariners debut at 19 back in 2005. Absolute legend. Absolute legend.
Wow.
So cool. And I looked, and there are still tickets on Ticketmaster. It was looking like it was sold out. I feel like maybe they just released them or something, but could be something cool to check out this weekend.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Mariners' Wives and Girlfriends held a fundraiser for a nonprofit that supports girls in foster care. So they hosted 15 local girls and their caregivers for what they called the Prom series. The girls got to get their hair and and their nails done. They made bracelets. They got to choose a Mariners jersey. The Mariners' wives will be helping the girls shop for school supplies, get some back-to-school outfits. All of this is benefiting the Seattle Angels foster care community. That's incredible. I mean, these girls are going to remember this for the rest of their life.
I love this, and I love that we're really breaking down stereotypes here. Like, you're a woman, you can love baseball, you can be such a huge fan, and you can love getting dressed up and making the bracelets and all the things. So we love to see that.
We do love to see it. Okay, little music news here. So Paramore, they just canceled the remaining dates from their This Is Why tour after singer Hayley Williams, she was diagnosed with a lung infection. She wrote on Instagram that by pushing on, she would be risking long-term damage. She said that she needs to pay attention to her body. Absolutely. This really only impacts the band's last two cities, which are Portland and Salt Lake. Paramore just played at Climate Pledge Arena this past Wednesday. I know some of our team went to that show.
Yeah, and they were saying that she sounded great, which you know, of course, but that she talked about her health.
Yeah, she like announced it at the beginning of the concert and everything like that. So she needs to rest up. She's joining Taylor Swift on Eras tour in Europe next year. She's got a big year ahead. So, oh man, sometimes, you know, it just goes to show that you could be on top of the world. You've got all these cool things going on in your professional life, your personal life, all of this. But if you don't have your health, it's really hard to be able to take part in all of those things. So.
And that's the eternal choice, right? Sometimes, I know you and I do this too, we push through, and then you're so sick you just cannot. And the other choice is, you know, maybe taking some early time off, and maybe this is what that decision is about. If she's still sounding, you know, amazing, take the time off now so you can heal up quicker and be ready for, you know, the big projects coming up. Yeah. All right, a new movie is coming to Netflix this month, and it is a big deal for Adam Sandler and for his family. That's because his wife and his two teen daughters, they're all in the film too. This one's called You Are Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah, and it is based on a coming-of-age novel. It stars Sunny Sandler, where Adam plays her dad, you know, like in real life. The comedy starts streaming August 25th. And I have to say, I am not personally a huge fan of Sandler's stand-up, but the man knows how to make a good movie. You know, it's funny, and then it gets you in the feels.
Yeah, this is exactly what this one looks like, too. It looks really good. Adam Sandler stays busy, too. I feel like with this one, he's like, okay, I'll do the movie, but I'm bringing my wife, and I'm bringing my kids, and we're all going to star in it together. And it looks good. You know, you hope when you see that the whole family has the skills and all of that stuff. But it looks like great acting from the trailer. And it's nice, too, because his kids are teenagers. I think they're around 16. It's nice to see them actually playing teenagers versus like a lot of in Hollywood, you know, because of all the laws and everything.
Sure.
A lot of times high school kids are played by like 28-year-olds, so which it's fine, but it's nice to see them actually look like high school kids.
Absolutely.
All right, Selena Gomez, this is really cool. She's hosting a fundraiser with her brand Rare Beauty to raise money for mental health. So it's going to be the first Rare Impact Fund benefit, which Selena says is going to now be a yearly event. She says the event's going to raise money to specifically help provide mental health resources for young people. Always nice to see big celebrities using their platforms to help people. And I know this was really kind of baked into the DNA of Rare Beauty from the beginning, too. She's always had this Rare Impact Fund. So what a fun way, make it into a whole event and get to go.
Yeah, and I think Selena's been really a great example of, you know, you can step away. You can step away from things that are not serving you. You don't have to make a big production. You don't have to be gone forever, but you can take breaks. You know, she can do it, you can do it. And I think it's a really great example, not only for teens and, you know, her big fans, but also for us adults who also love her as well. But just, you know, a reminder that the world will keep on spinning and you can take a break.
Yeah, for sure. I know Martin Short's going to be at the event, too.
Oh,
her
I
co-star
love
from
it.
Only Murders in the Building.
Such a good show.
Great crew there.
All right, this story is pretty funny to me. Okay, so X is holding an auction to get rid of their leftover stuff from Twitter memorabilia in the headquarters. So, of course, leaders of the newly rebranded site, they're selling off more than 580 items of Heritage on Heritage Global Partners website. The bids start at just 25 bucks. Okay, I'm sure it'll be more expensive than that, but you're taking a look at some of the items. The auction starts on September 12th. It's giving going out of business sale.
Yeah.
I did look through some of the items, and there's like a Twitter bird coffee table that actually looks really nice.
Some of the stuff, like the artwork on the walls, kind of like pop culture moments, that looks really cool too. I saw like the writer of this article called it a comically unhinged estate sale.
Yes. I mean, it is.
Right?
It's just weird.
Yeah.
But okay.
All right. Well, if you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, the Meow Convention is back at the Seattle Center Exhibition Hall.
It's happening tomorrow through and Sunday from 10:30 to 6 and described as a feline extravaganza. Nice. Okay, so the festival offers all things cats, of course. There's going to be more than 80 cat-themed vendors, 16 cat welfare organizations. That's really sweet. And then a little kitten cuddle booth, Carly.
Aww.
That's so cute. There's also going to be some educational seminars, even some cat cosplay contests. All right. This is a ticketed event, so you don't have to take your claws out. That one's for Carly. That one's for Carly.
Nice.
You don't have to take your claws out to fight your way to the front of the line. So just make sure you check out the meowconvention.com website before you head out. There were not as many puns in there because I did that read. Any you want to throw out?
I mean, I think it's a perfect way to spend the weekend, right?
yeah.
Precisely the best thing you can do. Look,
right.
I've been to my fair share of cute animal events, okay?
Yeah.
I have been an audience member and a participant in a Halloween costume con, like Halloween Pet Parade in Los
Pet
Angeles,
Parade.
the largest pet parade in the world, apparently, for Halloween costumes. I've been to a Bulldog beauty pageant. I've been to Corgi Beach Day. I've never been to a full cat event, but this sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
And
Well, you were at the Cat Cafe, so that's like your
true.
entry into the world.
Oh my gosh, yeah, Neko Cat Cafe, that's a good time too.
Yeah.
I also feel like I've noticed since moving to Seattle, and tell me if you agree with me, that there are more people who have cats here than other places.
Yeah, there was a study going around that Seattle is very pro-cat, like even more than dogs, which I thought was wild.
Yeah.
Because it's also very pro-dog.
Very pro-dog. We just love cute pets here. How about that? Coming up on Studio 13 Live, we are trying creative marshmallow bars with browned and toasted. These look so good. We're going to tell you where you can find them this weekend at the Taste Edmonds event.
But up next, we are checking in with our friends at TMZ. They're filling us in on what Floyd Mayweather is doing to help Maui fire victims. Stay tuned.
Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your
It is time to take a look at what is popping in celebrity news.
For that, we're bringing in Jim Eckhart with TMZ. Hey, how you doing today?
Good morning. How are you ladies doing?
Good to have you on. So I hear Floyd Mayweather, he's stepping in to help Maui fire victims. Tell us what he's doing.
Yeah, he's actually coming in very clutch. The boxer has helped at least 68 families, getting them from Maui to Honolulu. And travel is not the only thing he's helping with. He's also giving them a place to stay. He's helping them out with food. And we also know that he's working with H&M, the clothing brand, and he's helping get them clothes and stuff like that for all the families that have been affected.
That is so awesome.
Yeah, we love
Yeah.
to see the community coming together to help people in need. Okay. Now, in less heartwarming news, there's been a lot of drama surrounding this Prime energy drink, especially when it comes to kids drinking it. But Logan Paul firing back at people who are critiquing Prime energy. What's he saying?
Yeah, Logan, someone who actually has fought Floyd before. He's coming out against the haters and he's coming in hot. He joined TMZ Live yesterday. And he brought some numbers, brought some props with him to basically say that this energy drink is not bad it's not bad. It has the same amount of caffeine, 200 milligrams, as Celsius, which you guys might know, and Gatorade's energy drink too.
Interesting.
I love his, I watched this video too on your website, and I love the sort of presentation that he brought. He had like papers with the different caffeine content of all the different drinks. And, you know, he was talking about the sugar content, which I thought was interesting, way less sugar.
Yes, and if you didn't know, Gatorade has a ton of sugar in it.
Yeah.
And I think it's 34 grams, a little over 30 grams, and Prime only has 2 grams.
Yeah.
So, obviously people love their Gatorade, and say what you want to say about Logan, but it does look like the Prime hydration has a lot less sugar.
Yeah.
All right, we
There you
can
go.
definitely say that. But I will say that like quantity is everything. And in my neighborhood park, I kid you not, every time I go, there's like more Prime bottles
Really?
littered all over. And it's like it's an area for kids. So it's kids that are drinking it.
Oh my goodness. I don't know about the kids having the caffeine, but he was even showing like his audience is it's like 10% are like under the age of 18.
Oh,
so
okay.
most of his audience and the drinks audience are of the proper
Okay.
age to
Yeah.
drink it.
Interesting.
So I don't know. I like how he came through with the numbers though. That
He
was
had a
nice.
presentation ready.
Yeah.
He came with numbers, props, and he makes sure everybody knows the energy drink is for those 18 and over.
Absolutely. Jim Eckhart, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll talk to you soon.
Later.
See ya. All right, don't forget you can catch TMZ right here on Fox 13 weekdays at 7 p.m.
And coming up, we are chatting with the local muralist behind some of Seattle's most well-known murals. We'll chat about the Belltown Art Walk and the new gallery he's opening.
Yep, but first, Taste Edmonds starts today with some amazing food vendors. We're going to be trying some of the marshmallow bars with Browned and Toasted. We'll be right back.
Don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna
The Taste Edmonds event starts today through Sunday with some fun activities like axe throwing, putt-putt performances, and of course, amazing food. One of those vendors is Browned and Toasted, a marshmallow bar business with more than 20 different rotating flavors.
Yes, and I think, you know, what our eyes got big the second we walked in this room. There's so much good stuff on this table. Today we are joined by Dondre Pritchett, the founder of Browned and Toasted. Hi.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Oh my gosh, we're so excited to have you. What inspired you to start this awesome business?
I had the time. I had surgery during coronavirus, and I wasn't going to work and wasn't commuting, so I was able to spend the time in the kitchen, which is kind of what I like to do. I started playing with brown butter and toasted sugar and just replacing it in various recipes. And I really like the taste of toasted sugar, and I thought everyone should take this. So I made marshmallow
Wow.
I don't know if I've ever made toasted sugar. Have
I
you?
have not. So this is so cool to me, the fact that you're just like getting so creative. Talk to us about the process of making these.
with it. Yes, it takes a very long time. We toast our sugar for about 4 hours. So it goes from being white granulated sugar to being more like dark brown sugar. It
Okay.
acts like dark brown sugar, looks like dark brown sugar, but doesn't taste like it. It tastes like powdered caramel. So then we take the sugar, we mix it, boil it, make it into marshmallow, whip it with gelatin. We use beef gelatin.
Okay.
And then from there, it's add the flavors. Our fruit flavors use freeze-dried fruit. So the strawberry is freeze-dried strawberries for the color and the flavor. And our peanut butters use CB's Nuts local single ingredient peanut butter.
That's awesome. What are your most popular flavors? Is it the classic or is it some of these
Yes,
fun ones?
the original sells really, really well.
Just right here?
Yes, that's
Okay.
the original. We'll try
it.
that one first. Go ahead, grab
Okay,
one.
yeah. See here.
That sells really, really well. Many people taste the original and we're like, I'm done.
It's so chewy.
It's soft. I was expecting it to be like hard.
Yeah, see,
No.
and we say we're Rice Krispie treat, but we're kind of like the opposite of Rice Krispie treat, right? We're soft, we have more marshmallow than cereal, we're not super sweet.
Love it.
Wow,
Great.
amazing.
And then this
So this
is
is a strawberry. The 4 up here are the ones that we're gonna have this week in Edmonds.
Okay.
Ooh, I really like that. More and more, I like a strawberry flavored dessert.
Same.
It's healthy, right?
Well, we always say ours is very healthy. Ours is very healthy.
Very healthy.
We use 7 ounces of freeze-dried strawberry in every case, which
Love it.
Oh, yum.
you know, so you know,
Get
a
that
lot
vitamin
of
C.
strawberries.
There you go. And what else do we
That's a
have?
birthday cake.
Okay.
Kids love
Yummy.
birthday cake. It has sprinkles, so.
Yeah, my kid asked for sprinkles on everything, so absolutely.
Oh my gosh, look at this. This would be fun to show up to a party or a picnic and bring these.
Absolutely.
And actually, we've done the birthday cake as cakes. We do custom cakes, so 10-inch or 8-inch round, fondant, and so forth. And the whole thing is made of marshmallow.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it's gluten-free.
Wonderful.
So for people who want a birthday cake but not flour,
There we go. Cool. And this one looks
this
like
is cookies and cream. This is not gluten-free.
This is your favorite,
I love
you said?
this
Or
one.
No,
Which
I
is your
like
favorite?
it. My favorite I do not have with me. It's an original chip. We don't make it a lot. It uses a caramelized white chocolate. So they take the cocoa butter and they toast it, kind of like we do with the marshmallow. So it really blends together. It's a little sweeter. We have it periodically. It definitely has some
Okay.
big fans though.
So then that one is one of your seasonals, I imagine.
Yes.
What other seasonals do you have for the fall?
So we have, for the fall, we're going to have our apple. As soon as I can buy local apple cider, we start making apple. Our apple marshmallow is made from a lot of apple cider, and then we use freeze-dried apples and apple powder.
Okay.
So it has like 4 or 5 different apples in it. It's really good.
So you're telling the people you will taste apple.
And then the other fall favorite is pumpkin. You know, this pumpkin everything, right?
Yeah.
Our pumpkin, though, is we use powdered pumpkin, so it's actually like a pumpkin pie. So pumpkin.
Yummy.
Is that what's right here?
This here is something special for you. This is our orange cream.
Orange
Orange cream,
like an orange Julia's?
like an orange creamsicle.
Oh my goodness. That's wild how you get that flavor. Wow. How do you do that?
Vanilla. Lots of vanilla.
Lots of vanilla.
Lots of vanilla, lots of orange.
Oh my goodness. I feel so lucky we got to try all these
Yes.
things. If
Oh
I
my
came to
gosh.
a farmer's market and like saw all these, I'd want a bite of all, but obviously you have to buy the full thing. So
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
fun little
amazing.
preview. They were also good. So what festivals and farmers markets can people come find you at if they want to try
So
these?
for the rest of the year, we're at Lake Forest Park every Sunday. That's kind of our home market. We try to pop into Everett periodically, but it's hard because we don't have that many crews yet.
Sure.
We are also going to be at Edmonds this week. We're going to be at Celebrate Shoreline next week, and I think there's one in Kenmore the week after that.
Oh, you're keeping busy. And can people order online if they can't make it
you
there?
can order online. We have most of our flavors available online. Our seasonals are generally not. But we can do special orders for the seasonals as well.
Awesome.
Beautiful. And thank you so much for joining us today and bringing all these treats. We've posted more info on Browned and Toasted and Taste Edmonds going on. It's all on our website for you, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
And still to come, we're giving you a look at the Day In, Day Out Music Festival featuring artists like Bonnie Vera and Willow. And we're also chatting with the youth program that's helping out behind the scenes.
But first, we're chatting with a local muralist behind some of Seattle's most iconic murals. We'll learn how to paint a mural ourselves, too. I'm pretty nervous about this one. Stay with us.
It's happening all around like sunshine.
Well, the Belltown Art Walk features different venues that curate their own art.
Yeah, it's a chance for artists to showcase their work. And one of those artists joining us today, Charms One. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi guys.
Thanks.
Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for hanging with us. So tell us all about the Belltown Art Walk that you're going to be featured in.
Well, the Belltown Art Walk is obviously a cool place for everyone to hang out, and the arts is a big part of the community. So we're working with Slip Gallery and the Art Walk in Belltown. The Belltown Art Walk officially, but and we're basically showcasing some of Washington's best artists.
That's wonderful. Now, what I think is just so exciting is that you're also opening your own gallery, too?
Yeah, tonight's the grand opening. It's
Oh,
called,
wow. That's amazing.
called the Maven's Gallery.
Okay.
Wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's major. No easy feat. And you're going to be teaching us how to paint today.
Yeah, we're going to be doing characters today.
Okay, cool.
That's also no easy feat.
No. But we're going to give it our best
Yes,
shot.
we are.
Well, thank you guys.
All right.
Okay, where do we start?
Well, what we're going to do is a monochromatic today, and I'm known for my characters, and I wanted to show you guys a simple way to make characters when you're doodling and when you're having fun with canvas. And we're going to be using this red as our outline.
Okay.
And I've given you guys a basic shape, so you can pick whatever brush or marker or pen,
All right. Dip it in the red.
dip it in the red,
Okay.
and then what I'm going to do is, so you guys already have yours with the little thing, but we're going to put like a nose on the shape, right?
Okay.
So we're just going to use it as our base, right? It's kind of like Mr. Potato Head a little bit when you're creating these. And then so you'll put, the eyes are an expression, window to the soul, as they say.
Yeah.
And so you guys can kind of guide where you want that to go, what the eyeballs are doing.
So,
You can kind of see what I'm doing.
I already messed up. I already filled mine in.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
Art is about expression. There's no wrong
You
way to do it.
can't mess up.
I can't mess
Can't
up.
mess up.
Love to hear it. Okay, great.
Yeah. It's all about the creativity. And so right under there, you can. I'm going to do a smiling character, so I'm going to kind of make that kind of half circle smile.
Okay.
Right? And then you can make your smile as big as you want, as small as you want.
Okay.
With lips, without lips. And I put these little indicators for the cheeks.
Oh, great. Okay.
Right? And then what's cool is that once you get the smile and the eyes where you want them, then you can put the kind of haircut that you want.
Ooh.
And then you're the stylist at this point.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
So you're going to come in and I'm going to give them a cool little shag haircut here.
I love that.
I go over the brow, and you see how I'm using the shape as kind of indicator. You don't have to stay on the lines. You know, I'm not one of those teachers that say you have to stay within the color and the lines.
Oh, that's nice.
That's how we try to live our lives.
Yeah, you get to have a little bit of freedom and creativity, and you're in control, so you can make whatever hairdo you want. Updo, side do, ponytails, braids.
I'm going with some fun bubble braids coming off the side.
Bubble braids,
Oh,
I love
that's
it.
fun.
Yeah.
I'm doing I just woke up this morning, poofy hair.
I like that one too.
Oh, that's so cute.
And you can do the ears, whatever size ears you want to put on it, and then earrings or whatever. You're in control.
That's so cool.
You're in the driver's seat, and what's cool about it is, like I said, if you're not like a lot of people say, oh, I can't draw a stick figure, you know.
Right.
But everybody, like Bob Ross always said, you know, anyone can draw, anyone can paint, you know. So it's one of our senses that we don't use a lot. We view art all the time, but we don't do art all the time.
Right.
And so we're trying to work with the community, and we're teaching classes and stuff, and we're going to be able to help people access that in a creative way.
Do you find that children especially are more open to being a little bit relaxed while they paint? I feel like as I've grown up, I get so much more tense about it.
Yeah, they're a little more. They have a little more freedom. You know, they're not worried about what people think. You know what I'm saying? As we get older, we're like, oh, it's got to be perfect. You know. But the great thing about art is it doesn't have to be perfect.
I think also, like, if you grow up thinking you're not good at art, you keep telling yourself that story.
Right, you're
That's
right.
probably what I do.
Yeah.
But every time we try it on our show, I have so much fun doing it.
Yeah,
it's like you need permission to do it almost, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a little bit of push doesn't hurt. You know.
Yeah.
And but it doesn't make you feel good though after you do it. You feel, you know, it's an endorphin rush, and you're creative, and you're bringing creativity into the world.
So fun. Now we want to hear about your art. You've done so many murals around town, including the Greenwood mural, the Belltown mural. Tell us a little bit about how it's different to paint a whole mural.
Well, the scale is a big differentiation from doing a small painting. So doing the big ones, we've got tricks though nowadays. Some people use projectors. Some people use what's called a doodle grid. And this doodle grid's fancy because it's like you kind of just do all these doodles and then use your computer and superimpose it on top, and you basically like a mapping system, like math.
Yeah,
math.
Yeah, it's nothing glamorous, but at the end of the thing, you have this beautiful image, and it's perfect from what your sketch is.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
And you know, my favorite part of every event, there's also food at the art walk. So tell us about that.
Oh, so we've got a really special guest coming through. Farm Boy Bites does smash burgers.
Ooh. Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's the tastiest burger. I'll drive out to go get one of these burgers any chance I can.
Yeah.
They just got number 4 on Seattle Times burger.
Best
Best
burgers.
burger.
And they're coming out to the art walk, and they're going to be serving up food, and it's going to be really cool. And I'm really grateful they're taking time out of their schedule to come and be a part of this thing.
That's awesome.
You know what's something I'm really appreciating as we're working on this is I think it can also get really overwhelming thinking you need like to buy all of these different colors, but we're having fun here and we've literally only used one color.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a frugal painter. I like to save money and not spend hundreds of dollars on the paint supplies. So what this is we can do monochromatic paintings, kind of like how Picasso had his blue period. We're doing this red, and what's great is we can take this white and tint it. And so what you'll do is you go and you add a little bit of that, right? Go and mix it up pretty good. And now you have this fill color for the inside. It's a little bit different.
Oh, look at that.
It's almost like a little pinky color.
Yeah. And now what that's doing is creating a contrast. And so it's like, and the lighter you go, you can do different shades, and you can go brighter and make little shines and make it look 3D and stuff. Yeah.
This is so great.
I'm glad you guys are having fun painting with me.
It feels very relaxing.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
And I always say it's nice to do something without a screen.
That is true. You're right.
This definitely helps. Yeah. And you were saying with the kids too. I mean, like when kids and adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like I was diagnosed with the ADHD, and I was able to use art to focus, and basically that's what, like with everyone's fidgeting and stuff like that. This is really an exercise in focus and patience, and ultimately it's the creativity part is what's the reward at the end. You know.
Yeah. What's been your
fantastic.
favorite kind of creature or thing to paint lately?
Let's see. Well, I got to paint a kraken out in Ocean Shores.
Oh, cool.
That was really fun because obviously the kraken, but it was not a hockey themed one, but obviously like the
Yeah, there's very Seattle area sort of.
yeah, we love
creature.
octopus, and
Yeah.
and I did a really cool underwater scene, and but yeah, I really enjoyed painting the Greenwood mural. That was really fun. And then up and down the corridor, I just painted a lot of different murals.
Wow.
Thank you.
Now, I can only imagine, though you are a great talent, that maybe you have a moment where you're like, oh, I didn't quite mean to do that. How do you lean into that?
Well, it happens to the best of us, and it's embarrassing.
Oh, no.
You see it. You'll be your worst critic. You'll see it.
Right.
You'll be like, I see it, but no one else will, and that's
Yeah.
that's the cool thing about that.
Is that the thing you've learned? You're like, okay, well, we can just make it part of the art.
Yeah, and sometimes you gotta even if you have a mistake, you just don't talk about it, and then
Yeah.
you just go, are they gonna see it?
Yeah.
Like, no, they're gonna see it. You're like,
Speaking
All
of
right.
seeing it, do you want to see our finished
I would love to see you
product?
guys. Yeah.
Finished
All right,
art?
here we go. We'll turn it towards
Wow,
the...
you did a great job. Wow.
I added some patterns to
I love
mine.
it.
I love
like-
the heart.
Yours looks so happy.
I tried.
That's what we
Yeah.
wanted. Yeah, happy
Yeah.
characters, right?
Yeah.
You guys did a great job.
Terms of fun. Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
thank
coming
you. I
through
appreciate it.
today.
Thank you for having me out, and I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
this has been super
absolutely. So
fun.
great.
We've
Wow.
got more info on the art walk on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. And hey, coming up, we're actually going to be chatting with the owners of Shaka Snacks, which is a Hawaiian snack shop. We're going to learn how to make some of their delicious dishes.
But first, we're sitting down with members of the Vera Project, how they are helping with the production of the Day In, Day Out Music Festival.
Take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make.
The third annual Day In, Day Out Music Festival is taking over Seattle Center this weekend with performances from local and global artists, okay? We are talking Leon Bridges, Willow, Grammy Award-winning Bon Iver. Oh my gosh, so many people.
So many good artists here, and working behind the scenes, you might see some young people from the Vera Project learning all the ins and outs of running a festival through their live production lab program. And here to share all about the Vera Project, Maya Diavola, Ava Geddix, and Maylee Riddle. Welcome. Hi. This is so cool y'all are doing this. So tell us kind of, first of all about the Vera Project and the kind of community that it creates for local artists.
For sure. So the Vera Project is an all ages, community driven music venue. First and foremost is what people think of when they hear about it and go to shows there. But it's also an art gallery, a recording studio, a screen printing studio, a teaching space. So it's so much for so many young people here in the city, and especially young artists who wouldn't necessarily have the platform and the resources to book a show or put out a record, put out some music. So it's really an all-encompassing space for young people to come and basically discover their passion and whatever they're drawn to in the music and art scene here.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so it's all ages, but like how old do you have to be a part of it?
So our target, I would say age range is between the ages of 12 and 24. We have lots of teens involved.
Wonderful.
Oh, nice. And then I want to know kind of about what each of you are doing. So Ava, what's your favorite part about what you're kind of getting involved with Day In, Day Out Festival?
Well, I'm going to be at our outreach table, which is going to be right outside the festival. And it's just going to be a couple of us there, and we're going to be talking to all the youth that are at the festival about what Vera is basically, and just how they can get involved and everything that has to do with Vera. and we'll have a little wheel, some stickers to hand out, and I'm
Nice.
just excited to talk to a lot of people there.
Did we bring the stickers? Did we forget them?
Oh,
We have
we
the
have the
stickers.
stickers.
cool.
Excellent news. Okay, and Maylee, what is the most interesting thing that you have learned through the program so far?
Well, Live Production Lab teaches you a lot about not only what you are passionate about doing for backstage stuff, but also what everybody else is doing. And I think in order for a show to run smoothly, you have to work together and you have to have empathy for what other people are doing. So I've learned a lot about what everybody else on the team is doing, so I know how to best support them and make a show run super smoothly.
Oh, that's so cool. You guys are learning so much. I know some of the local bands on the festival lineup, they actually got their start with the Vera Project.
Yes.
Tell me all about this.
Well, just to name a few of the artists that I know for a fact have played Vera and now are playing this like amazing festival day in, day out. Alex G, got his start playing at Vera. Shout out to our friends in Enumclaw from Tacoma. They're playing. They played some of their first shows at Vera as well. So yeah, we're just really, really excited to see them. And I guess just like I was saying earlier, not necessarily having that platform or that resource. Starting out as a young artist or a band, Vera, we have like our booking committee where like young artists and bands can kind of submit their music and get on, some of their first shows. So. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I remember, I've always been like such a fan of music, but if I was in high school and there was something like this, I would have loved to get involved in it too. I just thought, you have to wait till you're in college and get an internship or something like that, but not with this.
All ages.
Amazing. Okay, so the Live Production Lab participants, they also had the chance to help run production at Capitol Hill Block Party. What was that experience like?
It is very chaotic.
Sounds like any job in the industry, honestly.
Yeah.
It is a lot of work and it can be kind of stressful, but as long as you communication is very key for making sure that something like that goes well. I helped out with assistant stage managing, so we would look at the binder and see who's coming up next. How can we best support them? How can we check them in and get them on stage within the load-in time? As well as just closing out the festival, taking stuff back, making sure everything is all clean and the streets of Capitol Hill are restored.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
It was really fun. I had a really great experience.
Do you guys feel like you want to work in the music industry and like live event space kind of as you get older and things like that?
Yeah.
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 I've been doing this for
Forever.
This is like my 10 years at Vera.
God.
So yeah, I'm.
We're gonna ask for your skincare routine at the end of the segment. But here's the thing that I think is just so beautiful. Not only does this give you an in to some experience if you want to work in the industry early on, but if you decide to change your mind and go in another direction, I feel like the tools you're talking about learning right now, that translates to anything.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, so talk to me about what you hear from people in the program, what they're getting out of this.
Have you heard from some of the? Because I know you're alumni.
Well, I know that a lot of the people that I did Live Production Lab with, our main focus is not necessarily staying in the live show production field, but we did learn a lot about de-escalation and working with pretty much everybody, which is a really crucial skill, not just in the music field. And we all learned a lot.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
It sounds like it. What a good experience. Thank you all so much for coming in. That's so cool. We've got a link with more info on the Day In, Day Out Music Festival and the Vera Project up on our website, fox13seattle.com/Studio13Live. Very
great.
cool. Have fun this weekend.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. All right. This man on Reddit wants to know if he's being rude at the gym. So we're going to talk about this here. He gives advice to women that he sees if he feels like it's going to help them prevent injury or maybe even improve their form. He says he's not sure if it's nice of him or if it's considered mansplaining. He doesn't want to come off as a know-it-all. He says he just wants to kind of help out. So what would you do if a guy came up to you and gave you some unsolicited advice at the gym? Would you be taking it?
I would be frustrated. I think that the thing with unsolicited advice is that no one likes it. You don't like it.
Right.
But I will say that, I'm not a peak fitness anything, but I have been doing weightlifting for a long time. So I do from time to time see somebody and I am concerned that they're going to hurt themselves. But at the end of the day, if they're not asking me for help, if they're not paying me, I might maybe go tell a coach that works there. That I'm concerned, and maybe they address it, but not just like come up to someone.
Or you got to ask, can I give you advice? And then, you know, you got to refuse
Yes or
it at
no,
that
yeah.
point. But like, just don't give someone advice unless they
know.
ask generally.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. All right. Well, coming up next, we are learning how to make some musubi dishes with Hawaiian snack shop Shaka Snacks.
And don't forget, if you missed anything from today's show, you can find it all on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Wanna see you smile, take you another mile.
It is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area.
Today, we are joined by Jim Zhang and Kristen Doherty with Shaka Snacks. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
We are so happy to have you here. Now, this is a Hawaiian snack shop, but before we get into the tasty food that you brought, we do want to talk about the Maui wildfires. You both have a family there. How are things going right now?
I have family there. Everyone is getting better, helping each other. My parents and my sister are out early in the morning trying to feed firemen and everyone in the community. And right now we're currently taking donations to send back home. A lot of kids need school supplies and clothes and towels.
That's great.
Trees and things like that. So anything that can help them, we want to be able to help as best as we can. So.
That's awesome. You're stepping in and helping people out. How you
There's also a website as well if anyone is interested. It's a MauiRapidResponse.org.
Okay.
And in that website, it'll show all the links to help.
Wonderful.
And I think another thing that we love to see is Hawaiian culture, right? Coming into Seattle. So tell us a little bit about the food that you serve and how you came up with the idea.
Yeah, great. Musubis. We serve musubis. That's basically our main thing that we're doing. I took a trip with my fiance to Hawaii a few years ago, about 8 years ago, and she took me on a food tour.
Nice.
Kind of just tried different foods on the island.
Yeah.
And, we went to, different restaurants, and then we stumbled upon some gas stations and even just grocery stores.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with musubis. So we wanted to bring musubis to the Pacific Northwest.
Love it.
And you have. So walk us through what we're making.
Yeah, today we're going to be making spam musubi, and then we also have a seared salmon musubi. Those are two of our signature musubis that we sell at Shaka Snacks.
Cool. What's the first step?
The first step, we're going to sear some musubis here.
Wonderful.
We sear some spam here.
Some spam.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is just like the cutest little.
I know, look at this. This is so awesome. And I've only been to Honolulu, but I do remember seeing a lot of these just kind of like amazing looking foods just at a convenience store.
Right. They're everywhere. It's so easy to eat. It's very kid friendly. It's a perfect thing for a grab and go.
Nice and easy. By the way, where does the name Shaka come from?
Shaka's the term Shaka we use as it's a kind gesture. It just represents aloha and the culture in Hawaii, that deep connection that we have there and here.
That's wonderful. Okay,
use it for saying hello and even for saying goodbye as well.
Really? Yeah, that's wonderful. Now, I am always a little nervous around spam myself because I don't really know how to handle it. So you're frying it up right now, you're heating it up. How do we know when it's good?
When you get a nice golden brown
sear on it?
Sear on it. So for us, we cut our spam a little thicker because we like to have a good ratio of rice and spam when we're doing our spam.
Very cool.
One of my favorite things that I can do when I travel is trying all the fun snacks. For people who aren't necessarily familiar with Hawaiian snacks, is there an easy starter dish they might want to start with?
For anyone that's interested in snacks, we call it our Kraken Crunch.
Oh, I love.
Kraken.
We're fans of the Seattle Krakens, but that, and then we also have our Kanaka Crunch, which is our Furikake Chex Mix. That's very popular.
I think that's what you're trying right now.
Yeah, I love this. This is so good.
Thank you.
All right, so you're just kind of really making the rice into some little cube-like things.
Little blocks. Yep.
Little blocks.
Square,
okay, very
square
cool.
blocks. Yep. So traditionally, a musubi is rice, nori seaweed and a type of protein or type of filling.
Yeah.
The most commonly and most known is spam musubi.
Oh, yes, okay.
But at Shaka Snacks, we offer different musubis as well. So
15 different.
We have 15 different musubis.
15, that's so cool.
So if you're not a big fan of spam, we have teriyaki chicken, mochiko chicken, seared salmon, California crab.
Wonderful.
We just launched a new flavor as well.
Cool, can we put one of these together?
Yeah, of course.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'm going to try one of these drinks. There's a passion and a passion orange, it looks like.
Yes, the one that you're opening is passion fruit. And
Okay.
The popular one here.
Oh, really? All right, describe it to us.
It's like a delicious passion fruit juice.
Nice. This is very good. All righty.
So we got the rice blocks made already.
Okay.
And then we have our spam. Nice and golden.
Beautiful. And you put a little soy sauce, it looked like? Is that what that was?
Yeah, this is our signature chocolate sauce.
Oh,
which is soy
shaka sauce.
Yeah.
Soy glaze.
It's a soy glaze with soy sauce, sugar,
Beautiful.
mirin,
Okay.
as well. So got those 2 musubis ready.
Uh-huh.
Did you cut the seaweed or did it come that size?
We cut the seaweed.
Oh, you
Okay.
did?
We
Okay.
cut them down to a size, so that way it fits
Perfectly.
perfectly. for a
Look
musubi.
at that. So do we normally eat these cold or warm? I mean, like, is there a right way to do it?
Traditionally, it's between warm to room temperature.
Okay.
Room temperature.
When it's cold, the rice tends to get a little more firm.
Okay, okay, awesome. Am I able to take a little
Yeah.
bite?
Go for it,
Okay.
of course.
Let's
And then
try
I'll make
it.
Salmon.
Wow. What is it? It's good. Can I tell you something? I've never had spam and it's good.
Oh.
Perfect.
You're very good.
Wow. I love these snacks too because it's like sweet and salty and crunchy. All the best things we
all
have
in
going
one.
on. So many
All
things,
in
all in
one.
one.
Yeah.
So great. Jim and Kristen, thank you so much for coming
Thank
in
you.
today.
I appreciate
It's been
you.
Fabulous.
really cool. We posted more info on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live. Go out, have an amazing weekend.
Yeah, we'll see you Monday.
We'll see you Monday.
Take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sun shining through the clouds. I'm gonna make